Okay, I'm back. Hello there, you scallywags.
You know by now I'm gonna shake 'em all down. Well, I know that he said, my man, you're falling down. Well, you know by that, you're gonna take 'em all down. Shake it, shake it.
Hey everyone, Isaac here with another video tutorial. This time we're going to be looking at how to play the guitar solo
to Custard Pie
by Led Zeppelin. You do need some equipment to go through this tutorial. You need a 6-string electric guitar tuned to standard concert pitch, that is E, A, D, G, B and E. Preferably a guitar amplifier with at least 2 channels to it, one of which should be an overdriven channel. You do need a guitar plectrum, a guitar pick. I did use a John Petrucci.
Just 3 pick.
If you would like to sound similar or very close to Jimmy Page, you will also need a effects pedal, along with either a fuzz or an overdrive pedal, just to raise the overall gain that your guitar is outputting from your amplifier. That's really important here, so I can't stress that enough for this guitar solo. You don't want to be playing this in a performance setting through a clean channel. And then finally, the guitar tab is available to download for free in the video description below.
Wow!
So I'm going to give you now a summary, guys, of the techniques that are required to play this guitar solo, so listen up. In the right hand, you'll need nothing much more other than a good strong assertive downstroke that can cross between either a single string or multiple strings, 2 or more at the same time, that is, and a fairly fluent alternate picked techniques. The left hand techniques are more exhaustive, there's a lot more of them. We have the bend and hold, i.e. bending above a static note, for example that famous country or blues lead guitar lick that you'd hear in a lot of music from Fleetwood Mac to Jimi Hendrix. Barring across 2 strings, really important here, so double stops, that kind of thing, and being able to do that with more than just your index finger as well. So in the solo I use my ring finger as well to do that. You'll also need to develop some vibrato, which can enhance the expression of your phrasing. For example, playing a note and then leaving it to ring out sounds or produces a different feel to picking the note and then shaking it with vibrato. Also notice that different speeds of vibrato produce different effects or different emotional responses in people. String bending in most contexts. Whole tone string bending. So bending up 2 frets, or as the Americans say, a whole step. A semitone string bend. So up 1 fret, and then also a quarter tone string bend. You'll need to develop some finger rolling in your left hand, so that's the ability to play a note on a given string, then play the note on the same fret on the adjacent string without having the 2 notes bleed into each other, sonically speaking. So not that, but this. Hammer-ons and pull-offs. sliding up and down a given string, so up. So obviously either way you pick first, then you slide up, then you slide down. Let's dig into the solo. So it starts off with, as the tab says, fret 7 on the G string. I'm holding that down with my ring finger. And fret number 8 on the B string. These two notes are to be played together, i.e. at the same time. Immediately after that, you need to bend the 7th fret on the G string up a tone. So up a step, up 2 frets. So you can see there, I played it 3 times. Each time, my ring finger is returning down to the 7th fret again before bending straight up to fret 9. What Jimmy Page did, I noticed, when I was listening to this guitar solo, was makes that 7th fret go up and down to sound almost like wow, wow, wow. So that is repeated twice. So on the 3rd repeat, I go down to the 5th fret on the G and the B strings with my index finger holding that down, followed by my ring finger playing the 7th fret on the D strings. Then the next 2 times sound like this. 2, 3, 4. So this time, we're only doing the initial bend and hold 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, then drop down to the 7th fret, barred across the G and the B strings with your ring fingers. Then quickly transition to the 5th fret as before, with your index finger holding down the G and B strings. And I'm going back to the 7th fret and then back to the 5th fret. So it's like 7, 5, 7, 5. Downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke. So down on the 7th fret, upstroke on the 5th fret, downstroke on the 7th again, etc. 7 on the D string, downstroke on that 7th fret on the D string, followed by an upstroke on the 5th fret of the G string. Then we go into the next lick, which is it starts with a string bend up to fret 9 from fret 7, preceded by a finger roll with the index finger of the left hand over fret 5 of the B string to the E string. Okay, so you must individuate those notes out. Do not let them sound out together. After the E string, return immediately to the 7th fret on the G string with an upstroke, bend up to fret 9 again, release the bend down to fret 7, so then pull off with your ring finger to your index finger holding down fret 5 on the G string. Put your ring finger back on fret 7 of the D string. After that, you then need to do a finger roll with your ring finger up to fret 7 of the G string from fret 7 of the D string. So, like that. Then go back to fret 7 on the D string. So you're going 7 on the D, 7 on the G, back to 7 on the D. 5th fret on the G string is next, followed by the 7th fret on the G string and a pull off back to fret 5. Play fret 7 on the D string, play fret 5 on the G string again and use a little quarter tone bend to give it that bluesy feel. After which you go straight to fret 5 on the D string with an upstroke, and then finish the phrase off on fret 7 of the D string with your ring finger. The whole thing sounds like this. The next lick begins on fret 9 of the G string, so move your entire hand up 2 frets, put your ring fingers onto fret 9 with your middle and index fingers of your left hands stacked up behind it to support it. At that point, I turn my wah-wah pedal off in the solo. I go up there. I mean, what I normally do there is I would want to do like a John Mayer-esque digging, like really sweep across the muted strings that are lower, so the E, the A and the D, to give it a bit more emphasis. Bend up to fret 11, and you've got to play fret 11 at the top of that string bend a few times, like I just did, so it's like, yeah, like that, so. Release the string bend, pull off to fret 7. Put your ring fingers onto fret 9 of the D string after that. Play fret 7 again on the G string, slide down to fret 5 with your index fingers without picking again, so in other words. At that point, you're ready to place your ring fingers onto the 6th fret of the D string, fret 6 that is. You're only going to be on that fret for a very split second, like a microsecond essentially, during the solo. You're going to do this very quick. Pick the 6th fret, slide down to fret 5, then pull immediately off to fret 3 on the D string. Fret 5 on the A string is next. Fret 3 on the D string, and those 2 notes get repeated as a pair of notes, that is, if we're treating them as a pair, which we are here. 5, 3, 5, 3. Then we go back to fret 5 on the D string and play 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3 with the ring finger on 5, the middle finger on 4, and the index finger on fret number 3. You can optionally choose to insert some vibrato on fret 3 if you like. At this point, you're ready to start on fret 5 of the A string. I would use your ring fingers to hold that part down, my dudes and dudettes. Play that with a downstroke. Slide up to fret 7. So pick on fret 5. You've got to keep your finger pressure down as you slide up. Otherwise the sound will cut out. Like that. You then play fret 5 on the D string. That's string 4 is the D string, by the way, if you're not sure. Followed by fret 7 of the D string. So index finger on fret 5, then put your ring fingers on fret 7. That is what we have so far. We're then going to ascend to fret 5 on the G string. Oh no, I explained it wrong. Dun dun dun! What we need to do there is pick an upstroke on fret 5 with the index finger holding it down, and then perform 2 consecutive hammer-ons. The first is on fret 6 from fret 5, which you should do with your middle fingers. Then follow that up with your ring fingers, hammering onto fret number 7. Then we go to fret 5 of the G string, and again you can notice there that I performed another quarter tone string bend to give it that bluesy feel, because, you know, well, why that note in particular? Because it's the minor third. It's the minor third to the root note of A. We then go to fret 7 after performing the quarter tone bend with the ring finger holding fret 7 down. Pick fret 7, then pull off back to fret 5. Little pause there. So when I say pause, what I mean is you need to get your guitars to shut up, basically. You need to get them to make no noise for a very small pocket of time. Then we go back to fret 5 of the G string. And that is the next lick right there. So we play fret 5, fret 7, pull off back to fret 5, same as before there. Up to fret 7, so up a string, but it's obviously down a note, like down in pitch. So back up to fret 5 of the G string with another quarter tone bend inserted. But you don't have to do that quarter tone bend there, that's what I'm saying to you. That is really a matter of individual taste. We then go back to fret 7 on the D string and then finish the lick off on fret 5 of the D string. We then go up to fret 7 of the G string again, but this time we're treating that 7th fret completely differently by bending it up to fret number 9. Wow! And check this out. It is crucial here that you do make use of your little finger. We're bending up to fret 9 from fret 7 on the G string, whilst you're still holding that string bend. What I need you to do is put your little fingers down on fret number 8 of the B string first, and then a little bit lower down the finger should already be touching fret 8 on the E string. Play fret 8 on the B string, then roll the little finger down to the E string and play the 8th fret on the E string. You then play the 8th fret again on the B string briefly and follow it up immediately with a string bend up to fret number 10. You're then going to slide your middle finger up to fret number 11 on the G string. Alright, that lovely sounding F sharp note. Play fret 10 on the B strings. Play fret 12 on the B string. You can see right there that I'm using my ring finger for that. Without playing the string again or picking the string, bend up to fret 14 from fret 12. You're then going to perform a silent depression of the string back to its original position or state. So fret 12, that is in this case. That's really interesting, isn't it? Because the easy way to do that is utilising the chunky part of the side of your right hand. You then rotate your hand into the strings after you pick the string to get the string to mute out. Whilst it's muted, you then let the string go with your left hand back to fret 12. Then rinse and repeat, literally. So, okay? 3 times, so 1, 2, 3. On the 3rd time, we're actually going to go back to fret 12 with the string still making the sound as we go down. So we're not going to mute it out that time. We're then going to pull off to fret 10, hammer on back to fret 12. And by the way, something that I didn't mention before was that another phrase option there is sliding up into fret 11 on the G string with your middle finger from somewhere like fret 9, for instance. Once we've hammered on back to fret 12 on the B string, we go back to fret 14 from fret 12, string bending up the whole tone. So, to play that. You know, and again, you've got to explore your phrase options there. Something that I could think of to suggest to some of you is when you've achieved that final bend, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You could pick the string, you could pick the B string again, and then go down. You've then got to play fret 10, fret 11 on the G string, and then take those two notes and repeat them as a pair. So 10, 11, 10, 11. Okay, so the penultimate lick is this. You start on fret number 8 of the A string, so string 5 that is. Pick it, slide up to fret 12. I would use your ring fingers there for it, because you're going to need your index fingers for the next note, which is on fret number 10 of the G string. I would hammer on to fret 12 on the G string with your ring fingers after that. Bend up to fret 14 on the G strings. Depress the string without cutting the string out, so without muting it. Play fret 10 again, play fret 12 again, then slide up from fret 12 up to fret 14. So to recap, that sounds like this, or should sound like this. Once you've slid up to fret 14, curl your index fingers of your left hands into fret 13 of the B string. Then play fret 15 with your ring fingers. Bend up to fret 17, but pick the 15th fret first and then bend up. Like that. Mute the string at the top of the bend, depress down to 15, then play 13, 15, 13 again. So the last lick is like this. We start by putting the little finger onto fret number 15 of the E string, first string. That note is played staccato, so short and sweet, so to speak. Put your ring fingers, so again with the little stack behind it there, on fret 15 of the B string. And the way I performed it in the demonstration is I bent the string up a semitone first, i.e. up to fret 16 from 15. Then I picked the string, only when I had bent the string up already, and that creates a completely different vibe to what you would have if you picked the string at fret 15 and then bent up to fret 16 and then depressed back down to fret 15. Then it's 13, 15, 13 on the B string. Pick 15 on the E, bend up to 16 on the B, then pick the bent string, go back down to 15, play 13, 15, 13. You're then going to repeat that 3 times, but there is a slight variation of those B string bends, like the way that we phrase that. The second time around, we do not even bend it. Pick 15 on the B string, and you can see there, I slid up to 16 and then slid immediately back down to 15 without even picking the string again. So I was like, yeah, so that's really important. 13, 15, 13 again. Next time around, that third time, I like to pick at 15, then bend up to 16, just to give some variety to the phraseology. Yeah, okay. The last time around, we must increase the reach of the string bend up to a full tone, so up to fret 17 from 15. So the last phrase goes 15 on the E, 15 on the B, bend up to 17, depress down to, or relax down to 15, 13, 15, 13 again, followed by a quarter tone bend upwards. So bend your B string upwards, guys. And then conclude the solo on fret 14 of the G strings with your middle fingers holding it down. And apply vibrato as desired. Okay, everybody, that's how to play Custard Pie, the guitar solo. So I hope you enjoyed that, everybody. Leave a comment below if you have any thoughts on what I could do next time. Let me know, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.